Guys, a particular video has been making around alleged Yahoo boys seen baiting at a cemetery, kind of tying up some kind of waist dress, red one, and some people are just like not too happy about that and talking about the whole thing, and it's been trending on social media. I got a video already trending on social media. When you go out on social media, you will see the video already trending everywhere, and some people are saying that, man, they can't understand what is wrong with these young people out there.
Unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony.
And I have George Floyd family reacting to court verdicts in US. This person was killed by a police officer, a white police officer, which attracted some kind of attentions. Black Lives Matters, and a lot of people did protested about that, just like the answers that happened in Nigeria. And you will understand also that, yes, this led to many people hating Donald Trump because of his actions, during that period of time. I will talk about that in this particular video. And I still have, housemates of House of Moses reality TV show, that is Stars reality TV show, cry out over poor treatment, and that has gone viral on social media. A lot of people are talking about it, and I think it's worth talking about. Before I fully jump right in, I want you guys to kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time I upload my videos. But if already subscribed, thank you for subscribing, and make sure you share my videos across social media platforms so that others will get to see what is trending and what we are talking about on social media. And don't fail to drop your comment in the comment section below so that we can talk about it further. Yes, Yahoo boys were seen, having their bath at the cemetery, and that has generated a lot of reaction across Nigeria, across Africa. And this is one thing that is giving most Nigerian young people in the street bad image before other countries, and I think is a bit disturbing. Yes, Yahoo is the order of the day, and some people are tying it to lack of employment. They are tying it to hardship in the country, tying it to poverty level rising in the country because of the insensitivity of the government at the point in time. While some people will tell you that, man, that is not enough to go into crime, and some people are saying that it is enough to go into crime. But these guys, we are seeing a kind of tying up waist wrapper that is red and having their bath at a cemetery in somewhere in Nigeria, and some people have been complaining about that. That video has been making viral on social media, and some people are saying that the rate at which young men go into diabolical means to make enough money for themselves is worrisome. But what do you have to say about that? Let's have the video to ourselves.
Èdè máa pariwo grace mọ̀ wílé wílé tó yíbọn cemetery gan ọmọ sípara God why poverty no good idea. Oh boy.
Man, I think this is quite disturbing, and some people are not too excited about that, too happy about the unfolding of things, and it's quite disturbing because some people are now seeing Nigerians, especially Nigerian youth, as somehow evil around the world, and most innocent people suffer this at the end of the day. And somebody did, commented in one of my videos, spoke about how he was being treated alongside his wife because he is a Nigerian, and that is actually disturbing.
And the defendant guilty.
Yes, the family of George Floyd actually reacted, to kind of court verdicts on the case Floyd being killed by a police officer, white police officer, which generated some kind of, Black Lives Matters reality and protest in US at the time. That was before the election of Donald Trump, and the way Donald Trump handled that at the time made a lot of black people to hate Donald Trump at that point in time. But right now, some people are just excited and happy that finally George Floyd's family is getting a kind of justice for their son who was killed by a police officer.
The matter as to count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty. 4 p.m. Signed juror 4-person, juror number 19. Same caption, verdict count 2. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 2, third-degree murder, perpetrating an eminently dangerous act, find the defendant guilty.
Come on, man. Come on, Come on, boy.
Signed by jury 4-person, juror number 19. Same caption, verdict count 3. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 3, second-degree manslaughter, culpable negligence, creating an unreasonable risk, find the defendant guilty.
Yes, a particular, kind of reality TV show has been like, order of the day being spoken about. Yes, I want to read out the headline that is making around. The housemate of House of Moses reality TV show, that is Stars reality TV show, cry out over poor treatment. These people, they've been treated poorly, and according to what they've said, they said that they've been treated like criminals, prisoners, no food, and a lot of bad waters given to them, a lot of bad treatment. And I think if you don't have the standard to host a reality TV show, why start a reality TV show? That is something that you guys need to actually understand about the whole thing. But these guys are protesting at the end of the day and saying a lot of things, about this whole issue. Yes, everybody wants to start a reality TV show, a singing competition without the adequate standard. I think the government needs to step in, then make a standard for anybody that want to go into reality TV show in Nigeria to avoid this kind of situation already trending on social media.
They imprison us for years. They block us for years. They don't boss everywhere. Everyone man parking. I don't my old review. Everybody parking. They want use us cash out. They want use us cash out. They want use us cash out. Scam is coming. The scammers nowadays. They want use us cash out. Oh man, park we dey go. For the park, we dey come out here. Who dey?
Hi guys, it's me again, Eddie Walker. I don't even know where to start from, but there's a lot I have to say, like a whole lot. I'll just try my best to relay the message in the best way possible. So first of all, as you all know, we've been off social media, all 14 of us, I myself, for about 6 weeks now. How we pictured the show, whatever we had in mind, it turned out to be almost opposite, like exactly opposite, not almost. in the long run, during our stay in the house, we discovered their unprofessionalism, them not being organized. Why am I even saying them? I'm just referring to one person because he's the one handling everything, which is Moses himself. Guys, I would like to tell you guys that Moses himself was living with us in the same building, in the same flat. We had about 5 rooms here in the apartment. One was for him. He was eating with us in the same plate. Now, this is a show that proposed 24 hours as to any reality show. Like, that's the normal standard. 24 hours airing on DSTV and on all other platforms they proposed. Before that, they made us tell our fans, our friends, our family, our loved ones to subscribe to another viewing platform called Showbox that Moses himself owns. So during our discoveries, we discovered that over 19,000 plus people registered on that platform, and I'm telling you, the lowest subscription to that platform is 800 naira, which is for 1 week. Given that I was in the house, so I already know that our loved ones, our fans did not get what they paid for. That's one side. That money is nowhere to, like, there's no link to that money right now. Cannot be accounted for. Because I put it to you, for every day we stayed in the house, we're feeding from hand to mouth. Can you imagine writing out lists? Like, a show so disorganized that we go to buy food ourselves. We delegate 2 to 3 persons to go and do the shopping for the day. Like, it was so crazy. We were all scattered everywhere, so unprofessional. No security, no logistics person, nobody for House of Moses as an official that was there aside from Moses himself. For every day that goes by, he sends random people, or maybe his friends, his personal friends. He put a call through and tell them to help him come and buy what we are going to use for the day. They could not buy anything in bulk. The house was constructed in a way that they closed all the windows, so we'll not be seeing the outside world, according to them. So, I think about 1 week after we got into the estate of where the house is located, the transformer blew, and it was never replaced until we left there. It took a while before they even brought generator to the house. We were sleeping outside because the house was so stuffy. Imagine a house with window when it's hot in Abuja here. It's very hot. Not to talk of a house that is covered, like the window is even covered. So it comes with a lot of sweating and all, and so much inconvenience. We couldn't eat 3 times a day. We were sharing bottled water. A reality show that they made, like, the boasting, the way they fronted themselves, talking down and talking bad about some other rising reality shows, and saying so many unprofessional things to other reality shows, mentioning names, so unprofessional, boasting, saying that this show is going to be the biggest show in Africa. I mean, they even did publicity as last year. Now that since the show began, there was no publicity. Fans were complaining. We didn't know all these things up until one time that one of the housemates was so curious that one of the repairers that came to fix something in the house, he now asked, "Please, can I borrow your phone to check something?" He quickly just checked Instagram, because the guy comes every day to tell us that people are truly, like, our fans out there, that we've gained followers. There's so much traffic on Instagram, Kiniko, that was so famous. We'll smile, we're just saying thank you, Jesus, like, this is what we came here for, and it's already happening. We're feeling, because they already collected all our phones. We all sent out, some people sent their phones back to their location. Some of them gave it to the management, and they held all their phones. I myself, I sent mine to my manager and all of that. So it took us 2-3 weeks into the show before we discovered things that would allow us to leave that place, because it felt like time wasting. Imagine a reality show that we're in a house that there's no mounted camera. They literally, like Moses literally rents camera to come to the house. All through this 6 weeks, and whatever you saw on TV was recorded just 4 times, because cameras came to the house exactly 4 times. And they make us over record because they come very early in the morning. They make us change outfits so that when they are posting it, after editing, when they post it, it will look as though they were done separate days. Like it will look like separate days. And I would like to disclose to you guys that everything you saw was scripted, no jokes. We didn't have a camera to even take pictures of those scripts. Else, I would have shown you evidence saying it was scripted. Like I literally read a script and I pulled off the fight you all watched about me and Omar Bashile. That was a fucking script, 100%. We were called in the living room and they all read out everybody's scripts to them, and we faced ourselves and started practicing. We started rehearsing and everything, and cameras came on standby and we shot everything. You know how they carry. You know how if you're into theater now, how they take they convey actors in a location and you start shooting until you're done with the project. It felt like that. It was no longer a reality show. We were 17 and we got down to 14 in a short while because the other 3 of them they couldn't take it anymore. Not because we didn't think that they already fucking up already, but we wanted to make sure that we saw it to the end, so you will not give us excuse and say we were impatient and we left, or they'll say we breached the contract. We made sure that we stayed up until this moment, and I can assure you that whatever kept us to this moment was because we were gathering enough physical evidence from him. Moses, he didn't know. I'm sure there was a time the panic was so high that they had to meet all of us housemates in the house. Moses came to announce to us that we should please call our loved ones and tell them that they should calm down, that we are safe, so that we reduce the panic. Imagine that kind of business strategy. We're not fools, actually, trust me, because I know some people have questions like, why didn't you guys notice? When you guys noticed, why didn't you guys leave? Seriously, if you know how much effort you have put into something, you don't just give up like that. You take your time, you give yourself countless benefit of doubt before you finally give up. That's if you even give up. We were ready to the task. Like for 8 months we have been waiting for House of Moses. For 8 months we have been waiting for House of Moses. A lot of things have been put on hold, all of us individually. All of us individually, we've put our life on hold because of this project. We saw this as a one-time opportunity, as a platform where all of us would grab this chance and showcase ourselves and show the world what we have to offer in this industry. And it turned out to be a sham, like nothing meaningful. A show that is so disorganized that we, the housemates, are the one drafting what we are going to do. A show so disorganized that only one person was talking to us. Like no other there are no security persons, no logistics persons, nothing at all Moses. He was eating with us in the same plate. You know how housemates on other reality shows, normally they make food. Imagine big reality shows now that we all know. I don't want to call names. They sit down after they put 2 and 2 together, they make their meal, and then imagine them serving the CEO and the director of the show food on the same screen that you're watching. He eats with us behind the scene, like we're in the same house. They never buy anything in bulk. They never did. If you want to eat rice now, we go outside and buy 1 meal of rice, if that's what will be enough. If we want to eat this, anything we're going to eat, we just buy that particular amount and eat. That's how it works. He gives us the money, we go and buy, and it is never enough. Sometimes we end up eating breakfast 4 p.m., sometimes 9 p.m., sometimes all through the day we don't get to eat. I am telling you for a fact, no jokes, I'm not making any of these things up. I don't even know where to start from, because he started bringing stuff like and talks like sponsors are pulling out. How can you be telling us in the middle of the show how we're living our life trying to make ends meet, and you're telling us sponsors are pulling out? Why wouldn't they pull out when they see you're so disorganized and you're not professional? we turned out to realize that there was no written, like, he didn't do anything professional with the sponsors. That's why they kept pulling out, because you cannot pull out from a show where you have made so much commitment and you've done so many paperwork. You cannot pull out, because I mean, you're a brand. Imagine showcasing yourself and in the long run they remove you from the platform. So it showed a lot, like we saw a lot of signs. So we're just taking records, we're just holding back and believing that somehow the management will make good efforts and transform the show and everything, but nothing was working. So we got so fed up at some point that we had to bring a proposal to the management, which is Moses himself. We read our proposal because we had to involve our lawyer so we don't make mistakes and we do everything legally right. We gave him our proposal, which was very reasonable. We asked for compensation for our time, our emotional effort, and everything that we have put in place for the past 8 months for this show. And after asking for that compensation, we still stated in the contract, in the proposal, that we would finish the duration that is left and make sure this show turns out to be a success if the brand gives us what we are requesting. He read it and agreed, and a few days later he came back and declined and gave us a very formidable, hurtful proposal, telling us so many restrictions. Nothing in that proposal was in our favor. Of course, we had a lawyer that read through it and read it to us, and we disagreed. In the same show that you paid flights for all housemates to come to this location, you did adverts. He now sent us an MOU that stated that House of Moses is not aware that we are in that location. Somebody that lives with us. Are we not dealing with a cycle here? He sent us an MOU telling us that House of Moses has the show, this on Ultimate Survivor House of Moses show has not even begun. In the MOU, according to the lawyer, that the show has not even started, that they are not even aware that housemates are in that location. That they are not even aware that they are in that location. So Nigerians, please, we have done all the paperwork, everything legal to make sure this lawsuit flies. We need to put an end to all these people that will wake up one day with zero planning and come and jeopardize our future, because I mean, every young Nigerian will always reach out to every good opportunity they see out there. We saw this as a good platform. I mean, it was very convincing. Anybody can be in this same situation that we are now. We've lost a lot, trust me. Lest I forget, we were feeding ourselves with our money. We're buying food ourselves. It got to that point. We go out to any location, we buy food, we come back, we even hang out on our own, people that are on the show. I can't spell out everything actually, so I'll stop this video here. I'll keep posting every day until we finish our battle with him. He called us gold diggers. He called us 14 idiots that were rebelling against his brand, because we proposed after we asked for something that we actually deserved, given the promises, the breach of contract, the lies, and the evidence we have against him. Evidence, we'll talk about evidence, some of that maybe in subsequent videos. We'll talk about the evidence. We will show every Nigerian how Moses has fought all of us.
Yes, I have something on Wizkid also. Is that you have to listen on Wizkid speak about education. He spoke about people going to school, that people should go back to school, but himself, he didn't go back to school, and that is quite disturbing. A lot of people are saying that Wizkid, why you they deceive us now? Why you they talk all this kind of thing where you know they do? You have to practice what you preach. That is what is making around on social media right now, and a lot of people are reacting to it.
To do music, you actually need to be educated.
Before I jump off, I want you guys to kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time I upload my videos. But if already subscribed, thank you for subscribing, and make sure you share my videos across social media platforms so that others will get to see what is trending and what we are talking about on social media. And don't fail to drop your comment in the comment section below.